Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill. Today we are going to check Tiger Mouse. How does it look like, how it feels like, and is it a good tank or is it a pile of caco? First things first, armor module, and instantly to compare the armor module against the, let's say, Motion and MAUS, because this is the most important thing. Fellas, Tiger Mouse is the tank which has 300 armor on the bloody turret. It is absolutely insanity. Comparing it to the Mr. Mouse, Mouse has 260. Wait a second, skill the tier 9 premium has more armor than Mouse on the turret? Yes and no. The frontal is more armored, the sides are a little bit less armored. And if you are comparing it straight to the Motion, this is Motion armor. This is Tiger Mouse armor. I mean, this is straight up insult to the Motion, to be fair with you, and just showing that Motion is completely out of the game. Plus, on top of that, Tiger Mouse is faster and it has more alpha damage. The most important thing what I want to highlight, whenever you are playing with a Tiger Mouse, this is the proper angle. Whenever you are side scrapping, right? So keep this in mind. This is how you want to play. It's not that no one will penetrate you, but it's going to be very, very hard to deal with you. What you need to watch out, you need to watch out for lower plate. Obviously, 210, it's not that great, so you can be shredded. So you need to make some kind of crazy angles quite often just to bounce some shots. Okay, this is very, very important thing to highlight. Now, where the comparison goes against the other tanks, let's say Tiger Mouse against E75 against the Motion. The most important thing, alpha damage 530, so pretty much the same gun as E75 with a tiny touch better DPM, which is quite weird. The gun handling stats better than E75 on the paper at least, which is absolutely insane if you would ask me, and the speed 32 kilometers per hour, which is literally spitting into the face of the Motion and saying, you're not premium tank, no one cares about you, which is quite sad thing, to be completely honest with you, but what can you do? Not much. And armor wise it feels pretty okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to play the first games. I have never played with this tank. We are going through this together and we will try to check it out. Is this tank nice or not so much? Obviously, for a field modifications or equipment setup or anything, you can check out the next page. You are going to have all information over there. And if you did not notice, this is Skill for L2 extra channel. So if you are not subscribed, subscribe. It's free. Why not, right? And if you are not going to enjoy the content, unsubscribe later on. Easy. Anyways, let's go for the round one and let's see what this tank is all about. Okay, fellas, it happened to be that we have Himmelsdorf at first. This is going to be an interesting thing to see this vehicle in its perfect environment, to say that the least. I will try to be quite aggressive with it. Now, where the speed goes, right, it is somewhere in between the Mouse and E75. Right? Once again, like I said in the intro, it is making the Motion look stupid and silly and absolutely disgusting, you know, where the speed goes and whatnot. So this is going to be an interesting thing to see how we can hold banana. Now, obviously, pay attention at the opponents. Opponents are big boys. We are playing against the phase ones. You know what that means? 340 hit penetration. I don't want to pick. I do not want to pick. I'm afraid to pick. 340 hits is no bueno. Unless he is not shooting hits, then it is kind of alright. Anyways, what I'm doing, I'm just simply waiting until he will get involved. I cannot go in front myself. I cannot push through the middle of the field because he will eat me alive. You know, we need to keep this in mind. It's the same situation like you are playing with a mouse. And whenever you know there is someone who is spamming gold, you know, you just simply know this. So that being said, you do not want to sacrifice your hit points literally for free. It is just simply not worth it, logically speaking, right? So super heavy gameplay. Fellas, Random events, fellas. Beautiful. Someone just fired. How are you doing? Oh, not shooting gold. Oh, hi. Okay, if they are not shooting gold, that is absolutely glorious. Pay attention what is happening here, fellas. This is pretty nice, and I really like how the things are looking like, and soon we will have space to move ourselves, right? At least that's what I am hoping for, and that's what I want to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. By the way, you can say whatever you want, but visuals are gorgeous. Visuals are absolutely insane. Skill, we are focusing on the tank. Shit, give me a second. Oh my bananas. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Very nice. And here we go. That was cool, honestly. Okay, let's go. At this point, we can actually be involved. Do I want to be involved? I think I do. 2 versus 1. I do not really think it matters, honestly. I think we can go in and we can say hello. So the first things first, we are going to slaughter our big brother, right? That's what we are going to do. Or our small brother, if I can say so. Now, where this tank is shining, yes, I see that EBR, I don't care. Where this tank is shining is whenever you are fighting against the guys who are not shooting gold at you, right? This is absolutely glorious, and this is absolutely amazing. This is where you want to be, and this is where your place is. You are just simply showing the dominance. Come here. Uh-huh. 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 And what to do now? Oh, where you think you are going? Where do you think you are going? Where do you think you are going? Go home. That's where you think you are going. Nice. And now we are going to have a conversation with this guy. Hey, mate, how are you doing? So, you see, there is one thing which I want to highlight, my man. I am a big boy. I have power, okay? I am like a bloody bodybuilder here. And you know what that means? That means you shall no pass. That's it. Look, this tank is extremely powerful against the people who are not shooting the gold. All you need to understand that you need to cover the lower plate, you know? If you can cover the lower plate, this tank can be powerful and this tank can be nice. Gun handling, I do not really think the gun handling is bad by any shape or any form, and I think this is E75 levels of the gun, you know? And I must admit that the tank doesn't feel super slow by any shape or any form either. It's not like it is a slow tank, right? Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, we are back after the very first game. 3,700 raw damage. It was our environment. We finished first by experience, first by the damage, and we got 47,000 profits as well. Not a crazy amount of the profits, but what we need to keep in mind, I spammed gold, and in the same time I do not have the consumables, right? So I'm paying the full price for them. This is important thing to say. Okay, guys, second game, extremely beautiful. Abbey standard battle. What that means? That means it is a heavy map, and we can go and have a conversation against the E75 or anyone else who will try to make a bit of pressure here. Once again, whenever you are playing with this tank, the most important thing is to hide the lower plate. If you are hiding lower plate, I mean, there is quite a bit of the meat to hide, if you would ask me, you know? This is all lower plate. But nevertheless, that's completely fine. Hey, wait a second. Is it me or we won 1 versus 3 last game? Yeah, we actually won solid 1 versus 3. So that is good stuff, and that is very much appreciated, you know? I am just showing the potential of this tank. I do not really think it is going to be a bad vehicle, and I think this is perfect tank for the... how to say this? Let me put my thoughts together. For a heavy tank lovers, you know, for a German heavy tank lovers. But not like a ball breaker. This tank has bite to it, and it actually has armor. So this is very, 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 very good stuff. Is it worth to buy boxes just because of this? I don't know. I honestly don't know what money means to you and how much money do you want to spend on the game. But my initial thoughts was that this vehicle isn't looking bad, and I truly think this tank is looking actually alright and fine. By the way, if you would pay attention where E75 is playing, we are getting a green light to push like this, right? Simple as this, so we are going in front like there is no tomorrow, and we are going to try to show the power against the enemies we are going to meet, if obviously we are going to meet anyone. Also, where the speed goes, I mean, speed is, even though on the paper it's like, what, 39 kilometers per hour? Well, fellas, you are going to reach 39 kilometers per hour only by dropping from the Overlord cliff as well, you know? It's not like you are going to easy peasy lemon squeezy fly on the full speed. So E75 is still extremely powerful tank, and I think E75 is definitely better than this vehicle as well, you know? This is what I want to believe, and that's what I believe in. Although I think turret armor is definitely better on this one than on E75. I mean, quite a bit of traveling. 2.5 minutes to get into the position or to push completely this flank, right? This is how it looks like. Now, no, what's up? I give you a chance. I give you a chance. I give you a chance. Yep, hits. Oh, how about this then? Okay. As I suspected, the armor of this tank is actually real nice, and you can slap enemies like there is no tomorrow. Sure thing, you do not want to show your lower plate, you know? This is not how you are playing with a super heavy tank. Lower plate is not what you want to show, right? I believe this is self-explanatory, and this is completely fine, and it makes sense. But once again, the tank doesn't look bad. I would say this very well might be the most powerful tier 9 premium which we have in the game at this point. At least this is what I want to believe. It's not E75 level, but it is close to that, at least from the first impressions. And the gun looks real nice as well. But let's remember, like, years ago I said, whenever tier 9 premium tanks will come into the game, it is matter of the time whenever we are going to have a tier 9 premiums strong level as a tech 3 tanks. Do you remember that? Yeah, and I have a feeling we are approaching this this stage of World of Tanks that we are going to start having the situations like this where the tier 9 premium tanks are actually more powerful than they should be, to be completely honest with you, right? You're getting the core, you're taking the corner, and good luck doing something for this tank. And good luck doing something for this vehicle. And what you can do about that? Absolutely nothing. By the way, penetration was in the turret over there. Okay, you want to go? Go, go. Go, my man. Go. Have a good one. That shot by me. Not fully aimed for obvious reasons, so not much what I can change about that. Obviously, this gentleman is officially dead, but I care about the Scorpion more, to be fair with you. Skill, are you trying to get the angle to hit the Scorpion? Yes. But that is unfortunately an equal game, and we haven't met enemies here. Which is quite sad thing, but let it be. But we are figuring out, bad shot, we are figuring out how this tank looks like overall, right? And we can see that it is powerful vehicle, right? At least this is how I look into all of this. Although the score needs to improve significantly. Cobra, I do not really care about the Cobra, but what I care about my brother from another mother. Boom, 500, and Alpha slaps as well. You can, but one thing, really want to highlight, how Arta is slapping this super heavy tank by so much damage, fellas. Tier 8 shitter Arta, 400 in the face, 400 in the face, 350 in the face. This is insane. And he's shooting with high explosive ammunition. I'm getting stunned with this. Why does this tank take so much damage from Arta for being a super heavy tank? What the? Okay, fellas, we are back. 2.7 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. Not horrible. We are 5th by experience. We are 2nd by the damage. Unfortunately, we haven't met anyone in the heavy flank. That was the most disgusting part of all of this. 38,000 profits. Not good profits, fellas, for a tier 9. Once again, if you would do... Excuse me, if you would do this score with a tier 8, I think it would be significantly better. And repair 20,000. I'm not impressed with where the credit gain is, but overall, I don't feel like this vehicle feels bad or something. I truly don't feel like it yet. Okay, guys, look at this beauty. Pearl River tier 9 game. This is going to be an interesting one, because we are going to the heavy flank and we are going to meet a big boys there. We are going to... What I am afraid of? I am afraid of Chieftain P. The main reason why am I afraid of the Chieftain P is because... Actually, not Chieftain P. Chieftain P is one thing, you know, he doesn't have that great penetration with the gold. The M103 is what I am afraid of, because he has 340 hits, and once again, you want to avoid the confrontation against the humongous hit penetration whenever you are using your armor properly. It's just what you want to do. You do not want to fight with the guys who can slap you in the face with auto-aim, right? Although Chieftain P can be annoying to dig playing fully hull down as well. But let's see how it looks like. By the way, looking into the speed, yeah, speed is definitely better than motion. If we would compare the VK going in the back, with PP up, okay? I can see he's going with PP up, he's enjoying himself to the best of his abilities, and he is having a great time, right? So in this situation, we can see that the speed is making quite a difference here. We are arriving into position significantly earlier than others. Speaking about the super heavy standards. And now, fellas, we can see M103 spamming gold. This is self-explanatory, so we need to be smart how we are going to slap them and how we are going to do the things. And even though whenever he is spamming gold, it doesn't look that bad. Standard B is flanking, so since I am playing with a meatball, I'm going to flank as well. In fact, I'm going to go straight to the enemies in this way, right? And I'm waiting until my super heavy will arrive and we can make pressure together, right? This is pretty much what I am waiting for at this moment. Look at this beauty. The gun actually feels pretty good. I mean, it's like E75 with a bit different shapes. It is like E75, fellas. Another beautiful shot. Fellas, so far, only one disappointment which I had from this vehicle, and I definitely need to highlight this, was unfortunately, but the Arta is slapping this mother trucker very, very heavily. Other than that, there is no disappointments from my side, and I feel like this tank has quite some stuff to offer. Whenever I said a good thing about the tank. First thing I said the good thing about the tank and instantly taking one for the team. I am crossing like this. I'm going to say hello for this gentleman. Beautiful. Obviously, everyone can penetrate lower plate without bigger problems whatsoever. And if I'm going to hide the lower plate, it is going to be alright. As you can see, oh, we are getting armor act here. That's fine. Lower plate. Easy to penetrate lower plate. Truly easy. Obviously, we are trying to make a good angle here. And we are fine, fellas. We are fine. It doesn't look that bad. We can actually be proper aggressive here. We can be proper aggressive. Bad shot. That's on me. Cannot complain about this for sure. I cannot complain about that. I should be able to penetrate his roof. And he slapped me in the face. I think I am a bit too aggressive here. I think I am playing too aggressively, but we are testing the tank limits and everything, and this M103 and T54 farmed everyone. Maybe it was my mistake to make pressure like this or whatnot. I do not know. Those guys farmed our team. We are accepting this and we are moving on. 3.2 thousand being super headless, super aggressive, not shooting gold. Okay, I see how it goes. Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, we are back. 3.2 thousand damage, hip hooray. I mean, not ideal play. I knew what have I done wrong and it is completely fine. We were going to survive. Second by experience, second by the damage, we made 33,000 credits. I'm not impressed with the amount of the credits we are making. That is not really good. Let's go for one more. Okay, fellas, we are getting awarded with Malinovka Standard Battle. Okay, very interesting stuff. What we are going to do, we are going on top of the hill. How about that? Slowly but surely, we are going to go tar. Now, the most important thing to test out in this situation is how this tank will behave against the Artas. Will Artas, fellas, I saw the red baboon ass. I just had only one thing what I could have done, okay? I could slap him, and I appreciate this gentleman, and he is awesome. Thank you, you are amazing. Good luck getting your mark of excellence, sir. What we need to see how the situation is looking like whenever Artas are shooting it. Because we notice that Artas are doing phenomenal amount of the damage, you know? I mean, I get it. You have a humongous... you are quite a humongous target over there, right? You have all your engine deck in front, and I would not act surprised if this tank would be burning quite often. But obviously, whenever we are playing the game, our mission is to hide our lower plate. This is our mission, and this is what we want to do, you know? And this is what we are looking for as well. Meanwhile, can we slap this light tank if they have someone here? I mean, you never know. Maybe light tank is sitting in this area. So, my mission is pretty much to go like this, slowly but sure. Okay. There is one bad thing, and I think I need to highlight this. Our base is in danger, like in humongous danger over there. I'm afraid that they will go through the middle and they are going to mess our team up in this way. This is definitely the thing which I need to think about and highlight. Also, now look at this. We can compare the speed. We can do the speed comparison test against the VK or against the Object 777. And in this situation, look, we are having a drag race and we are pretty much moving the same speed. Both of us are saying to-do-do-do, and we are going on top of the hill. Okay, this gentleman noticed that enemies are pushing the lower part of the map, which is fair enough. Which is definitely fair enough. And once again, getting into position 2.5 minutes. I mean, you need to love the super heavy tanks. You just need to love super heavy tanks. If you do not love super heavies, this is going to be a complicated situation. And in the open maps like this, you know, this is not the environment of this tank. You can say whatever you want. This is not the map you want to play in, and this is not what you want to see. It's just how it goes. By the way, speed is equal to the VK 4501 or VK 4502B. Whatever, and our tank model is relatively the same one. I would even say it's copy-pasted apart. I have a wider engine deck and a bit different turret and better turret, I would say. But we'll see. We are almost on top of the hill. Should I highlight this now or later that enemies are about to cap the base? Should I highlight that now or later on? I saw that at the moment whenever enemies were very close, but I thought, okay, we are going to be kind of fine and we are going to survive this, right? I mean, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be excellent. I think this is going to be definitely excellent. Listen, I am just going in. I mean, it's not like I can do something else. So let's start eliminating the guns and let's have some fun. I'm trying to... I catch you. I catch. 200 in the face, not a big surprise, not a big deal. 2-9 score. Enemy team is capping, and I think we are going to say goodnight in a moment. What do you want me to do? That's World of Tanks in 2023, fellas. There is nothing what I can do differently in this situation. I can try to defend the base. That's what I can do. That's about it. And, you know, not including the last game, I think our performance was completely all right. But games like this will happen. And with a super heavy, either you sit in the bushes while being afraid to move, or either you go in front and do some kind of action, you know? In this situation, this is just sadness. Honestly, this is just sadness. And once again, those tanks are disgusting in the maps like this. And you know what? That's fair. That's fair for a review. You can have situation like this, and then you cannot change absolutely anything. 2 light tanks, they did a great job. They pretty much destroyed all our team, and there is nothing what we can change about this. And in fact, we lost credits. I fired twice. Is it meta tank? Is it meta tank, fellas? I mean, where the average performance goes, we played for 2,600 assisting damage. If we are ignoring the last game, it was like probably 3.2 or 3.3 thousand or something like this, right? And once again, I do not feel bad about this. This is a good showcase for everyone. At this point, how I would rate this vehicle, I would rate this tank definitely better than a Slipper. I have no doubts whatsoever. Definitely worse than a E75. So I believe at this point it is going to be between 3 and 4 in the index page. And remember that we are going to have a conversation about this tank on the streams from December 1st, right? We are going to play many games and we will figure this out. Is this tank broken or not so much? You know, that's what we are going to do. So far, honestly, I'm not impressed with it. I mean, Arta is hitting you heavily, hits are shredding you, you are slow, you are getting Kampinovka, you are playing against Artas, you are dead meat, you know? And there is no point to stay in the base with this tank either, you know? Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Definitely not ideal performance, but you know, those are the first impressions. What do you want me to do? To hide the bad games and to show you 6,000 damage? That would be very, very unfair. Don't you think so? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow on the extra channel you are going to see the tier 8 tank destroyer, and on the main channel you are going to see tier 9 heavy tank. So I hope you are excited for this, and I hope it will be a bit better than Tiger MAUS was. Thank you. See you next time. Skill is out for today. Peace.